My name is Autura Eason-Williams. I was born in Memphis, Tennessee in 1970, just 2 years after Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was killed here. During that same year, the United Methodist Church dismantled the central jurisdiction, which segregated Blacks in the church regardless of where the church was located. I was also born 14 years after the 1956 General Conference that allowed women to become ordained in full connection. So I stand on the shoulders of many people who have worked toward a greater experience of justice and freedom for minorities and women in the church and in the culture. I stand on the shoulders of my parents, aunts, and uncles who were the first generation in my family to go to college. I'm privileged to be a graduate of University of Memphis, Memphis Theological Seminary, and I'm looking forward to completing a Doctorate of Ministry degree at Wesley Seminary in Washington, D.C. in May of this year. My home church, Centenary United Methodist, was led by Dr. James Lawson during the Civil Rights Movement in the 1960s. So I grew up hearing stories of his dynamic leadership in the community and of Centenary's E.J. Cox Hall being the place where Dr. King gave his last press conference. Growing up in a church with that history has certainly formed me for an understanding of Christian ministry in terms of humility, mercy, and justice. I accepted a call to full-time ministry in 1997 and have served under appointment in the United Methodist Church since 2002. I was commissioned provisional elder in 2003 and ordained elder in full connection in 2006. I am committed to the community. Everywhere I'm sent, every appointment I've had, I connected to the public school in the neighborhood. Even when I was on the conference staff and churches would ask, how can we get involved in the community? How can we reach them? I would always direct them to start with their neighborhood school. I volunteered in the cafeteria, the library. I've led book clubs at the school. I even had a youth director who coached sports at the school. During my 12 years at Capeville, I've led and participated on advisory councils for the school district, and when Bell Forest Community School was being built, I chaired the advisory council that imagined the kind of school Bell Forest would be. Our church has worked at becoming a neighbor in the Southeast Shelby County community through senior activities, a computer ministry, English as second language classes, outreach to neighborhood schools, a community food pantry. Our neighbors help us in almost every outreach ministry of the church. Welcoming the gifts of our neighbors is the most important way we build relationships in our neighborhood. I'm committed to the connection. I have served on a number of boards, led youth camps, fall and spring retreats, confirmation retreats, district and conference UMW events, Church Women United and Key Women events, and preached for local church, district, and conference gatherings. I currently serve as the chair of the Memphis Conference Board of Ordained Ministry, and I'm a member of the Methodist Lebanon Healthcare Faith and Health Committee. I'm also on their My Sister's Keeper Planning Committee, and I serve as a member of the Memphis Conference Black Methodists for Church Renewal. I served as General Conference First Clergy Reserve in 2016 and in 2019. Since 2016, I've also served as Secretary of the Southeastern Jurisdiction Council on Finance and Administration. In 2019, I was selected to be part of the Memphis Conference UMC Next delegation, and I'm committed to working toward a church that embraces and fully includes all people. I have the great privilege of leading the 2020 Memphis Conference General and Jurisdictional Conference delegation. For more than 20 years, I've shared mutual accountability with clergy sisters in a covenant group, and I'm grateful to be the wife of Darrell Eason-Williams and mother to 4 beautiful children, Ayana, John, Terrence, and Gwendolyn.